Hi, this is DKN. In today's video, I'm going to be using these Ohuhu markers for the very first time. I've done some swatches of these Ohuhu markers off camera, and I've got to say that I'm actually quite happy with how the markers are performing while doing these swatches. So I've done these swatches on these cards, and I've also done some swatching in my little book. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So far I have zero regrets buying these markers, despite how expensive these markers are for me. So I spent $170 on these markers. So yeah, so I'm actually very happy with the colors that are available in this set, and I'm happy with the performance of the markers so far. So I've never used these in a coloring book before or on an artwork before, so this is my very first time. For the coloring book, I've decided to color in Coco Wyo Cozy Corner. So this is the very first Coco Wyo coloring book that I bought from Big W, and I had this book for months, but I've never colored a single page in this. So this is the first. So I'm not very picky about which page I want to color. I'm just happy to color any page in this book because of how cute and how simple these images are. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm just gonna put my swatches to the side, get my book here. I'm going to start coloring my very first page in this book. So I'm going to try to keep this video about 1 hour max, because I don't want this video to be too long. If I don't finish by the time the hour is up, I'll just finish the rest off camera and just show you the result at the end. Right, so let's get started. So the first color I'm going to choose is, what color should I choose? I want to color the sky blue. I think I'll go for cotton candy blue. Here we go. So I'm going to do sky first. I'm going to keep my swatches here for reference. Oh. Right, here we go. My very first time using these markers. Feel a little nervous because I've never done this before. Here we go. It's really nice. So I'm actually liking the way the this marker is performing, but I'm actually just taking my time because I'm just not used to using these markers. Here we go. I hope you don't mind if I don't spend a lot of time talking. I'm not really a talker. I just like to work quietly most of the time. There's some streakiness and pulling. Okay, can you actually see me color? Yep. I'm just making sure that the angle's right. There's a bit of streakiness here. But it has a much better result than water-based markers. Let's see if I can take away the streakiness by adding right. Next I'm going to I might use sour green. Let's see if sour green here. Oh, it's sour apple. The color is sour apple. So I'm going to I'm actually going to start on this side now. I wonder if I should use pencils after I'm done with the alcohol markers. I'm actually finding out that the marker does tend to be quite streaky when I'm coloring a big area. I actually had the same experience with the cheap alcohol markers that I got from Kmart. I think it's the Uncle brand. Those markers also tend to be quite streaky as well, especially when we're covering a large area. Yeah, pretty large area, it's pretty streaky. Right, so for those of you who has used these markers before, do you know if there's a way that you can prevent some of the streakiness? I do think it's not that bad. And I could fix it with colored pencils later, but how would you prevent the streakiness from happening while you're using the alcohol markers? Can anyone tell me in comments? Right, next we'll use I think I'll use the light minty blue. Let's see. Okay. For the windows, I think I'll use the small nib this time. I'm actually quite happy that I bought a bigger set, because I actually feel like I have a bit more freedom to choose what colors I want for a particular area of a page. With the 36 set that I bought from Kmart, I feel a bit restricted in terms of color choice. So yeah, I'm actually happy that I have more colors to work with now. So I have zero regrets buying these Ohuhu markers. I just need to learn how to color big areas without the streakiness. I did try to fix streakiness in this area, but I just made this area darker for some reason. So yeah. One thing you might have noticed while I was working is that the markers that I have either has brush nibs or these tiny nibs, these fine nibs. The set that I have from Kmart has a fine nib and a chisel nib. Now, I'm not really a fan of chisel nibs, so I never got these. I'm actually finding that I actually like the brush nibs better than the chisel nibs. Yeah, it's actually good that this mark has two different nibs, one a brush nib and one a fine nib, so in one area I could cover a bigger area, and I can cover a bigger area with a brush nib, and I can cover a smaller area with a fine nib. I also forgot to mention that this isn't a tutorial. I'm just using these markers for the very first time. I'm just sharing this experience with you. Right, I think I want to color the tree and the bushes next. So I'd like to choose a slightly darker green. Maybe I'll choose maybe I'll choose an emerald green. Let's see. There we go. An emerald green. I think I'll color this front first. See. I hope it doesn't get streaky. It's a pretty big area. Hope I didn't go over the line there. Ooh. I wonder how long these markers last. Anyway, for those of you who's had these markers for some time, how long does the ink last? How long does the ink last normally? You can't avoid the streakiness for some reason. I'm not sure. Should I go back over this? Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to. I'm not sure how I'm going to prevent the streakiness from happiness. So I'm not sure how I'm going to prevent this streaky section from happening when I'm coloring a big area. Alright, I think I might just color these bushes a little dark. So the last color I chose was emerald green. I think I might choose, actually I might choose a slightly lighter color. So I choose grass green. Yep, for the bushes. So there's barely any streaking when I'm doing small areas. But I'm not sure, I haven't figured out how to avoid the streakiness when I'm doing the big areas. And maybe I'll figure it out as I keep using these markers. This area looks quite good, so I'm happy with that. I think I'll go back and use the emerald green again for the stems of these tulips. Might these leaves the same color as well. So I haven't gone back to fix the streakiness because I don't want to make this area darker. I think I made this area a little dark. So So that was a mistake. Actually, maybe I don't mind if this area, this is a little darker. Okay. I'm just going to try and make this area look a bit leafy. Give it some texture, maybe. Actually, kind of like the textured look, even if it's a little darker. Okay, that was fun. I think I'd like to do just tulips bright red. So let's see, what red? Vermilion, crimson, tomato. Tomato might be a little light. I think I'll choose crimson. All right, crimson. All right, here we go. Crimson. For tulips. I like the color of the tulips. Right, I think the flowers, I might choose a pink color. Should I choose pink? Bubblegum. I think I'll choose a rose pink. Right, rose pink. Rose pink. I'm just making sure that we're still in shot. Right, pink for the flowers. I'll do the dots pink as well, because why not? I think I might have gone a little bit over the lines when I was doing the leaves of the tree. Sorry about my voice. I'm not the type of person that talks a lot. In real life, I'm actually a very quiet person. Oh, those flowers. I don't think anyone will notice the fact that I went a tiny bit over the lines here. It's not that noticeable. I can fix it with gel pens, acrylic markers, pencils later if I'm inclined to do so. I got more flowers. I'm just looking at a picture from distance. Looks nice so far. I actually think that maybe I should have chosen a lighter blue for the sky. I think that sky might have been a bit too dark. Maybe a light sea blue might have been a good choice. Oh well. Too late, I've already done the sky. Right, I think I'll do these leaves in front and I'll choose a darker color. I think I'll choose dark emerald. Dark emerald. Oh, here we go, dark emerald. I'm actually noticing that the caps don't really match. Well, where's dark emerald? Oh, here we go. I'm actually noticing that the caps, this is dark emerald, by the way. Noticing that the color of the caps don't really match the color of the ink. So I'm actually finding it very helpful that we have swatch cards. So yeah, so yeah, I think that's true for most markers anyway. In most cases, the color of the ink does not match the color of the cap, so swatching does actually help a lot. Wow, this is very dark. I don't really mind dark. Looking good so far. I just realized I forgot to color the flowers in these boxes. Alright, let's find, I think I used a rose pink. So let's look for rose pink again. Yep, here we go. Yeah, the color of the cuffs actually is lighter than the color on the page. I'm noticing that. Alright. Right, looks like all the flowers are done, so I don't need to worry about them now. I've been coloring for over half an hour at this point. Let's see how long. Let's see how much longer I can color before the hour is up. Right, next, I think I'll choose my light beige color for the mushrooms. Let's see. I think I'll choose dark sand. Right, dark sand. Where are you? Not. Oh, here we go. Dark sand. Yeah, the ink is definitely darker than the cap, than color of the cap. I think that's true for all markers. I'm actually liking the picture so far. Oh, okay. Right, I think these cats, what color should I color the cats? Maybe a yellow color, or maybe slightly an orange yellow maybe. Let's see. What color would look good with the cat? I think I might choose mustard. Let's see, mustard. Let's see, cat. Does anyone own a yellow cat in real life? Or do you own actual cats? What are they like in real life? I think I did have interacted with cats before, but I've never had them as pets. Most of my pets growing up were dogs. And my current pets are birds. I've never had a cat before, so what's your experience in raising cats for anyone who does have them? got yellow cats. I'll color this brown. Color the branch brown. Then I'll choose cedar brown. Oh, that's a pretty dark brown. Not like it matters. I don't really mind the streakiness. It gives the tree trunk a bit of character. Right, let's see how long it has been. I think I've got about 15 minutes left until the hour is up. So like I said, I have no intention of filming longer than an hour for this video. So I don't think I'll finish this. I don't think I'll finish this picture before the hour is up. Let's see, what color? I think I'll choose a dark sand color for the bear. Right, dark sand. Is it just me, or does the swatch colors seem lighter than how the colors look on the page? Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's because the paper is different from the card swatch. Maybe I just use a smaller nib for the ears. I'm going to use a smaller nib. So, what color should I use for the coffee house? Melon yellow? Maybe not. Maybe, maybe thinking maybe cinnamon or sunset orange for. I think cinnamon might look good. All right, cinnamon. Yep. Let's see, cinnamon. Right, so the ink looks darker here than it does on the swatch card. Interesting. Maybe the ink tends to look different on different types of paper. Yeah, the ink definitely does look darker when I'm doing on a coloring page compared to when I'm doing the swatch cards. How much longer do I have left? I have about 10 minutes left. So I'll just finish this first and then I'll stop for today. So I just finish this off. Even though the color of the ink is a little darker than I would expect, the color combination altogether still looks good. So I'm happy. Oh, it's almost an hour now. Alright, so I think I'm just going to end my coloring here for today. Alright, so I'll finish this off camera and I'll show you the results later. Alright, so I'm just going to end the filming here and I'll show you what the page looks like when I'm done. Hi, it's me again. It's now 3 days later. And here's my finished page. So, after I finished coloring with the alcohol markers, I went back with some slightly darker shades of the colors and adds a bit of shading. Then I used some colored pencils to add more shading, as you can see here. So you can see the pencils. And of course, I used some acrylic markers. So you use some white acrylic markers, blue acrylic markers around the flowers and the leaves. So yeah, so I absolutely enjoyed doing this page. And I enjoyed using the Ohuhu markers. So I think I might do this again. I might do this color along again because I absolutely enjoyed it. Absolutely, yeah. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.